Well, hello and welcome to my shop. My name is George and I'm coming to you from Chelsea, Quebec. Now, if you watch as many YouTube videos as I do, no doubt you've run into reviews and how to use it videos for what are called kerf makers. There's a couple that I see quite often on YouTube. One is by Bridge City Tool Works. And it's a little contraption. Let me see if I can conjure up a picture of it that lets you make perfectly sized dados or housings to fit the thickness of a panel that you want to insert into the dado. Now, there's the Bridge City version, which lists for $70 Canadian, and that would be ballpark $50 American. And then there's also a Chinese version for about $40 Canadian, so a bit of a savings there. Now they're both excellent tools, and for anyone who needs to use them, they're well worth the cost. But you might be wondering, well, is there an inexpensive alternative to buying that tool? And there is. It's this. So really, that's all you need, just a wood screw? Well, no, there's more. You also need a block of wood. The size of it, roughly the size of a thumb, maybe a touch larger. It'd be nice to get two sides parallel to each other. Turns out even that isn't so critical. And at one end, you'll insert the wood screw. You'll insert it so that you can play it out or play it in to make fine adjustments. So let me show you how this thing works. So let me run an example. I'll describe what I'm about to do first with the machine turned off so that I don't have to yell over top of the noise. And then I'll perform the cut after that. So we start with the workpiece. I've marked on the back lines where I want the housings or the dados to be placed. I've marked it on the opposite side because I want to use the marks to line up against the kerf that's already in the fence. Now I'm lining up against the left side of the kerf, but you could do it the other way just as well, as long as it's consistent. I need the kerf adjuster in place, but I'm putting the kerf adjuster with the screw out of the line of fire. So the screw head is out here where it's not going to contribute. And then I need the thickness of the material that's going to go into the housing. So I bring these guys all together and then move them until I get my line back where I want it. So on the left edge of the kerf. And I clamp the stop in place. Check it one last time. And now I make the first cut. For the second cut, I want to make it so that it'll accommodate the thickness. So that means moving it over by approximately by the thickness, not quite by the thickness. We want to stop short by how wide the kerf is going to be. So to get that, we take our kerf adjuster and turn it around, this time placing the screw in the line of fire. So the material that we want to insert is out of the picture. The kerf adjuster is in with the screw in place. And what the screw does is it backs off the size of this housing by the thickness of the blade. And now we make our second cut. So here goes. Whole thing from the top. I'll pretend that we don't have the stop in the right place. Okay, so pencil line against the left edge of the kerf. Kerf maker in place with the screw out. the thickness that we want. I'll give it one final adjustment. Clamp the stop. And we'll do the rest in silence. That is, me being silent, machine can make plenty noise. Sorry, I took a little break in the video to clean up the schmutz left behind by the table saw. So here's the piece that we want to insert into the dado, and there it is. That's a great fit. Well, I hope you found that interesting. Now, the thing about these adjusters is that they are specific to each blade. If you switch blades, you would have to readjust the screw. But the same would be true of the commercial units. The nice thing about these is that they cost nothing. So if you wanted to, you could make a kerf adjuster for every one of the blades that you have, and it wouldn't cost very much. So yeah, that's it for me for today. I hope you did find it interesting, maybe useful. Make some time for yourself in your shop, and if you can share it, even better. Bye for me for now.